All right, this will kind of be the episode 3.
Predecessor.
The predecessor. What we did fail to expound on in the last episode was we did, Anthony and myself, we did lose somebody close to us yesterday. And she was a mother doll, Mama Rika, a good friend of ours, Jesse Arms. And he did lose his mother. She was very sick. And Anthony, if you want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, she was a woman loved by all. You know, originally we started out as, it was going to be a thing to where, because she had outstanding medical bills. So what we were going to do is we were going to have the kids who worked at the haunted house, which was Statesville Haunted Prison, you know, anybody who wanted to could donate their days, which you get paid by day, not by hour. So, you know, we had a little over 20 people, you know, donate multiple days at once, and altogether it was a pretty good chunk of change. And John the Flamboy, who was the owner of the haunted house, actually matched a dollar for dollar to help raise more money for Rika's medical bills. And the unfortunate thing happened Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock, was, you know, she finally lost her battle. It was a sad day, but, you know, we kind of enlightened the family's mood. We helped them, and it was a really good feeling.
Right, and it's right now, you know, any loss is a tragedy with anything. So, you know, our hearts and prayers are with the family, and, you know, thank you to everyone who did donate, and we are doing a couple more benefits, called, you know, it's for Rika's Warriors. It's a little foundation that, we set up for the family to help pay for, you know, the expenses and everything, so if, we'll link that below.
Anybody who wants to donate can go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
If you
definitely.
feel it. It's not a thing you have to do, but it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, if you did know the family, I mean, it doesn't hurt to donate a little bit, but, you know, any little dollar helps at this rate. So, once again, to those who did donate, thank you very much. Otherwise, your prayers and thoughts are greatly accepted and appreciated as well on behalf of the family. But,
well, another thing I found out is the whole thing with Rika's Warriors is that the whole main mascot was a butterfly because she always loved butterfly makeup.
Right.
And what I actually found out was that she was actually a big supporter in autism awareness. And the sign for autism awareness is the butterfly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know a bunch of friends are going to get butterfly tattoos, a memorial for her. And then that's going to be the big thing. We're going to make t-shirts and flyers, and it's going to have butterflies all over it just for her. So
Yeah, definitely.
it's for two causes that are good things, you know.
Right, and like I said, we're going to be having a couple benefits coming up, so anybody who is listening, we said we'll have the links below, so come check it out. But getting back to it, we never...
On a less serious note, it looks like Josh has a foreskin on his head. Nobody can see what I'm seeing.
Your head looks like an uncircumcised penis.
it's
Somebody just take a picture of it.
If you want to pull that top down, you can see the head. And then it's kind of a double entendre of, like, the head.
He's got a mini chub going on right now.
Camo beer can, I got the... It's one of those neck guards for hunting, but kept me warm, so...
To be honest, I didn't mean to go at that right after you guys is really, like, thoughtful and sentimental, like, talking of
You just
a
called
family.
me a dickhead.
I mean,
Scrotum.
I'm just sitting here staring at you for the last 20 seconds of you guys talking. I'm like, this is really heartwarming. This is great. And I just looked at you. I'm like,
You look like a penis.
You have a dick on your head. You have foreskin. I'm like, I have to. I'm gonna be a dick, and just come straight out and say that. Right as. Yeah. I mean, I felt like an asshole, but
so
it had to be said.
This is gonna be our cameo.
Straight up penis head. Click. If anybody heard that, that means me taking a picture.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of moments taking pictures in this show.
Well, like I said, we also want to maybe in the future, like things that we're talking about, kind of just throw snippets of the picture in our broadcast.
Me being a dickhead.
Yeah, I'll just put Dick in Josh's head and put them together, and it'd be a dickhead.
Although I don't think the camera can capture the angle that we're actually seeing.
Yeah.
It looks just a lot more.
Now that you're looking at it, you see what I'm
It's
seeing.
one of those. It's that glass shattering moment.
It's
where
just like
it's
it's at the top of the head and then it just gets smaller and then it flares out.
How many uncircumcised penises have you dealt with?
Apparently 1 or 2 that look just like your head.
Camo and everything.
Camo and everything. Yeah.
Shit, that had to be a hella uncircumcised penis. If it,
I couldn't see it.
Tattoo.
It was hard to see.
if you get a tattoo of me looking like an uncircumcised penis, I will give you money.
Just the camo on your penis, not your head, alright?
I wouldn't want to get it. My dick's already hard enough to find.
Hey, they'll never see you coming.
I see what you did there.
Oh.
He went there. No, he wasn't ready.
No.
Those motherfuckers. So, we never talked about what we were gonna discuss, so we're just kind of gonna. We're.
Wanna be, huh?
We brushed on subjects and never decided.
Touch and go. Why are there rolls inside of toilet papers? Personally, hold on.
You're bringing this up.
Yes, that's something that I feel can go pretty far and just.
You need to get off the topic of understanding that there's a beginning of everything, and that's the beginning of.
I'm gonna explain it to you, just once and for all. You're gonna drop it after this. When they're selling retail toilet paper to civilians, they put the roll in there so they can sell you less for more. When it comes to industrial use, they lose the roll so they can get more uses out of people changing them all the time. Just like
there's always a roll in there.
Well, no.
It's just because it's something that give it structure, so when you put it to it, it has something to stick to and roll around.
Well, my toilet papers at work, toilet paper rolls at work are just one giant roll. There's no cardboard in the middle. It's just toilet paper, rolling.
No, dude, I got the shit at my work. The shit paper at my shit work. Well, just the shit paper at my work. It's honestly like the size of a peanut butter can. I was gonna say something sexual, like a gaped ass.
And it's that one ply, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dude. I have to wipe like 12 to 16 times.
And half the time it's so rough it makes your ass bleed.
There have been times I was a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Like, is this normal?
Sandpaper.
I did see a great prank though. Some guy, bear with me. Some guy. He cut out a toilet paper tube and like left the last sheet, and on it, it was just kind of like a Post-it note, but he just stuffed that last sheet inside there, so when you pulled it out, it was like the one sheet left, and it had something written on it. It was like, haha, joke's on you. But it was just like one thing of toilet paper. It's like one square. Now, who honestly out there can wipe with one square of toilet paper?
Especially one ply, because then your finger's going right through, and then you got a mess.
Right.
Last piece of ass Josh got was when his finger broke through the toilet paper.
Yeah, seriously, man. It's an issue. I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. Support your late. Never mind. I won't. Ride your local podcast jockey.
Yeah.
I'm a chiseled man of 200 pounds.
Yeah, we've discussed this also. We also have our Facebook page is linked up to this, so we could just look at you.
Hex, like gods.
Yeah.
Bicep.
Nipples like
right, you went more towards the whole like church thing.
I was just like,
I was talking about like, the whole like flash.
Okay,
you went to God music. Yeah, I said
that was Halo.
I said God music.
Gospel.
Oh, gospel, yeah. However you want to say it.
I kind of went towards Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then. I'm going into a trance state.
Chicago.
Chicago. I used to love that movie in that part just because
Chicago.
Living in Chicago, you're like, yes, they said something about us.
And, okay, this is the thing. Coming from the outskirts of a major city, and we Matt and I briefly touched on this before, but everything outside of Chicago is just not normal. And I know it's anywhere you come from, anywhere else is just foreign.
Yeah.
But when you're from, a major city, like Chicago,
everything is based on...
The world revolves around Chicago. Yeah. If you ask any Chicagoan, what is the biggest city in the world, it is the one they live in. Fuck New York, fuck LA, and it's Chicago. I mean, we are... And it's not... I actually was recently told it's not called the Windy City because it's so fucking windy all the time.
Yeah, I told you that.
It's
because back
people...
in the day, used to come in and out so much when they were... Back in the 20s, and when the immigrants, time of our lives, when people would come in and out so much, they call it the Windy City because there was people coming in and out of the city so much for trading and all that shit.
I mean, we are the midpoint, and I can't even say midpoint. We're like 3/4 of the way through the country.
We're pretty close. I mean, we're the main midpoint.
We're the epicenter of the Midwest.
We're the main midpoint.
We're at least 60 hours
No, we're the main
away.
midpoint of the U.S.
Right. I mean, everyone's like, oh, don't go to Chicago. You're right, don't go to Chicago.
Yeah.
You get shot, you get stabbed.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the one guy? He pulled over a cop and he said, can I have your license and registration? And the cop gave it to him. You do that in Chicago, you're like, can I have your license and registration? They're just gonna pull out a gun and be like,
motherfucker.
Can I? There's a picture of me floating around somewhere humping a Chicago squad car. I want to find that picture, but oddly enough,
calling it stick it to the man.
I was so I knew if a cop saw me, I was gonna get tased immediately.
Or be with the Billy Club.
Right. What are you going to pee?
No, I'm just walking aimlessly to your backyard.
Don't kill the grass.
Just to think about my thoughts.
Don't make a Harley pee.
Oh man, are we gonna really touch on that topic again?
No.
I kind of feel we have to because that dog had a hell of a bladder. I used to have a golden retriever, and his name was Harley. And he was a biggins, man. He was roughly like a 130, 140 pound. He was a big fat dog. Sweetest dog. But my God, this dog would take 5 seconds to get down the stairs and the next 10 minutes to pee. He would start, because we have a big concrete slab in our backyard, he would start at one end and make a fucking lake worth of urine and then walk and pee.
He could write a book with his piss.
Seriously, he could. If he knew what letters were, he would write his name multiple times and in multiple different languages. But he would walk around the fire pit and then go, kind of stop in between.
Wow, still peeing, too.
Yeah, now, this was... Matt brought up a good point. I really thought that dog did run off urine. Just because there's so much of it.
It just, his inside was bladder. That was all.
Yeah,
just one major.
Just stomach and bladder. That's all he was. I contemplated if his blood was urine. To be honest, that's
honestly,
how much he peed.
I mean, yeah, you could tell because we had 2 dogs at the time. We had a beagle, which I hated.
Satan.
Yeah. We called him Sonny because of his sunny disposition. He was a little fucked up in the head. But, and by a little, I mean a lot. But then there was Harley, and you could always tell the difference between the shits because Sonny's poop was like, your dog poop. Harley's poop was like the size of Sonny. So
it was like Harley ate Sonny's poop and then pooped it out again.
That got weird.
Just happened twice.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Of course.
But, he would piss forever, and you could smoke a cigarette and watch him pee, and you're almost rooting him on, being a little.
Yeah. I'm timing it this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start timing you, motherfucker.
We did, and it was over 2 minutes, was it?
I think we did it like a 2-minute 40-second-ish, somewhere.
And just straight streaming. I mean, this wasn't.
No, it wasn't this little trickle.
It was full on urination.
He was super soaking that shit.
It was fucking release the floodgates.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where does it go?
Yeah. Where did it come from?
Seriously.
No, I know where it goes. Where did it come from?
Well, I'm just how?
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw him poop. It just magically appeared. I'm pretty sure
he went outside, and you go outside. Where did this poop come from? It wasn't here.
So much of it.
Fucking landmines all over the backyard.
No, it was all over the concrete out here.
Yeah. That was, I burned dog poop once.
No,
You're fucked up.
Never do that.
I guarantee that was probably the worst smell you ever had in your life.
No, not in the least.
My burp earlier was. You gagged and almost threw up.
No. The worst smell was we went to Lemon Tree and he ate butter garlic fries and burped in my face and I about threw up all over the table. Just imagine the smell of stomach acid, bowels, garlic, and butter mixed with some sort of alcohol. It was just disgusting.
I could envision that.
America.
Believe it. America.
But no, I mean, going back to the whole Chicago thing, is that it is the melting pot of the United States, and the United States is the melting pot of the world, apparently. Fuck that. Chicago is the... Well, I can't...
It's the heart of the U.S., to be honest.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a...
You could say all these other states are, all these other countries, or all these other cities are like, no, Chicago is, it's the heart. It's right in that middle, and it's where everything comes.
Right. I mean, Detroit is known for making cars and being on fire all the time. New York is known for smelling like pee and
looking like shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful city, but, it's called the city that never sleeps. L.A., when everyone thinks of L.A., they think of Compton. Or at least I do. I don't know if anybody else does.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
think if I think of
stereotypical.
LA, I just think of Hollywood.
Really?
That's very stereotypical.
I don't
You
know.
racist bastard.
Who said anything about race? I'm just saying. All I think of is Compton.
I didn't take it there.
I'm breaking
You
the
broke
fire
another
pit.
one. That's 2 today.
Awesome.
Tonight.
But, when it boils down to Chicago, it is an industry city.
It's the epic center.
It is. I mean, if there's an earthquake in Chicago, the world feels it.
For God's sakes, our city built down and we're still standing strong.
Whoa.
I said our city burnt down
Oh, yeah.
and we're still standing strong.
In the 1908
Fucking
or
cow
something
tipped
like
over goddamn.
that. Yeah, but
mountain.
but I mean, compared to what it is now, it was like the suburbs that burned down, and then
we should
rebuilt.
now call Chicago the Phoenix City because it rose from the ashes. It's still a city, don't get me wrong. But shut up.
There's been plenty of times I've been downtown. I was like, it smells like shit. It smells like
No,
poop.
when you take
It smells like
55
poop in the
north
city.
and then you go past the wastewater treatment plant,
Oh my God!
it just
It smells like
smells like
shit
tar.
for miles.
it is a whole.
It
It
smells like
is the
tar
Chevy
and
Chase thing.
burnt
You
shit.
you know when it's coming. You just roll them up.
Yeah.
Even then, you gotta turn the air off.
I think
and
it
everything,
smells
else
like
seeps in there.
it smells like burnt tar and
Shit.
French fries. Burnt French fries dipped in tar is what I think it smells like when you pass that place.
You have the weirdest sniffer I've ever heard of.
I don't tell you. Or burnt potato.
So what? You just roll down with your windows down? Just
No, I think it smells like shit.
No, one of the worst things was taking a speedboat out on the Chicago River to get out to the lake. There was so much garbage. I'm pretty sure there's a dead body floating in there somewhere.
Speaking of, recently the haunted house that was at Riot Fest sank.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Container 9.
Yeah. And
Because of
Coast Guard's discovering zombie bodies.
Yeah.
We rescued them.
knowing a
Stupid
couple people that
people.
work at that haunted house, they made the joke that there's going to be body parts and bins or 55-gallon drums that say toxic waste on them floating up in Lake Michigan for the next couple of years, and it's true. I mean, somewhere in Upper Peninsula Michigan, or fucking Wisconsin, there's going to be an arm that floats by.
Fuck, be up in Canada.
For all we know, but there's going to be an arm and a fucking zombie that floats up, and the world's going to go to hell, all thanks to this haunted house. So, that is possibly the greatest. It warms my heart.
It's
makes
well,
us
it wasn't even
feel-
that bad here though. Like I don't understand how.
Well, it wasn't
No,
bad
bad.
here. No, did you see the videos of it?
Oh, you see when it tore up the walkways?
Yeah, how all the water was flowing over.
What
on,
they're talking about, if you
Lake
don't
Butcher
know,
Drive.
is our lovely. Was it Halloween? Yeah, it was Halloween.
Halloween was
No.
when it. No. It was the day after Halloween.
Yeah,
The lake got really bad, and what
it was Saturday.
What Container
Okay.
9 was it was a haunted house built of it was made out of
Shipping containers.
shipping containers. It was on a
53-foot
barge.
trailers. Yeah.
it was on a barge, and supposedly the waves actually broke one of the support beams and the barge sank.
Awesome.
But Lakeshore Drive
Not
was
awesome, but awesome.
was.
Oh, yeah, it was
closed
fucking
for
flooded.
like 7 miles, which is
Yeah.
almost all of Lakeshore Drive
Now,
in downtown.
okay, for people who don't know, who haven't adventured to the city, have either of you driven down Lakeshore Drive?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
plenty of times.
Okay, have you done it in the afternoon?
No.
Yeah.
Is it not the worst thing to have happen?
You pretty much are stuck for 2 hours between 6 miles.
I usually steer away from that.
You know, you're not allowed to drive a truck on there. You know that?
We're talking box truck or semi truck.
Any truck,
Any
pickup truck,
really?
Yep.
How the hell does that work? It's a pickup truck. It's a civilian vehicle.
anything over a certain amount of weight, you're not allowed to pick.
Okay, with a Ranger, I mean it probably weighs about the same as
Yeah,
your fucking
Ranger's
Cobalt.
fine, but I mean like a
A utility truck.
utility truck, like
You're talking about,
like an F-150 is not allowed on
That's
Lakeshore
That's
Drive.
gonna be the weirdest. It's like you can't walk on a Sunday with pajamas and an ice cream cone in your pocket.
Where we live at,
If
there-
you are on Sunday with a pajama pants and ice cream cone in your pocket, you shouldn't be walking in the streets. You should be in the insane asylum.
Probably sleep with bath salts.
Yeah.
No,
have
in
problems.
our little town, there is a law that has been imposed that you cannot ride a giraffe in your backyard on Sunday.
Who's this motherfucker that did this? I want to know.
I want to meet this
I wanna know
person
this
and
guy.
shake their hand and ask them how this happened.
I mean, you figure if someone's got a big enough backyard, you throw your kids party, you got animals you can ride. horses, elephants, camels.
Alcohol gets involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why was that law imposed? Did someone just go batshit with a giraffe and fucking take it on a shooting spree?
Well, it's like also with like on it's
Riding
like
the town
on
on a fucking giraffe.
on like drugs or like any like bottled like stuff you shouldn't do on like the directions. They say don't do this, don't do that. Like it's a gel that you're supposed to put on topically, but it says do not ingest. Like how many people ingested it before it took you to say, let's put this on the label? Like
That's the bad thing is that it actually has to
Yeah,
happen.
that's what I'm saying. It has to happen so many times for it to be like suggested to put on there.
When you go on airplanes and you get like the bag of peanuts that says caution contains peanuts.
Yeah.
If you order a bag of peanuts and you
Or
have a
li-
peanut allergy, there's something wrong with
Or
your
like the
head.
coffee with the person that sued McDonald's for burning themselves on the coffee, drinking coffee. It's like it says caution hot on the cup, and plus it's coffee. Like coffee is hot unless you
order an iced coffee.
unless you order an iced
I
coffee.
spilt an iced coffee
Yeah.
on me, got frostbite, now I'm suing
Which
Dunkin'.
apparently this person knew it was an iced coffee, and so did everybody else. But
They won the lawsuit
why?
nonetheless.
Yeah, that's which is fucked up. they
Our
won
legal
like
system's fucked
they
up.
won like $120,000.
Does that mean you can like drive down the road, get out of your car, stand there, and get creamed by a car, and then sue the driver and be like,
Yes.
there wasn't a caution label on the car.
Yes.
Well, that's considered jaywalking, so there's already a law against that.
Fuck.
No, if you
I
get
was
out
about
of,
to go make some
no,
money.
if you get out of your car, say your car's broken down, you get out of your car, and you get clipped by a car, you could sue that person.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, say you get in like an accident. What's to say that you can't just sue that person for being an idiot? Depending on how the
Depending
accident
on whose fault it
Depending
was.
on how the accident happened.
Countersuing.
Yeah. Like you're an idiot for being an idiot. What?
I would love to have a judge's job. Just so that whole saying of I'm going to throw the book at you. And, bring the hammer down on your sentence. No, I would literally throw the book at you and bring a hammer down on you. Just because it's like, you are that dumb that no! These fucking crimes, the one guy who, chewed somebody's face off on bath salts.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
granted, the
apparently-
cop
We
shot
go
and
towards
killed
bath
him.
salts.
Yeah.
The cop shot and killed him, but what if he lived and the judge looked at him and he was just like, no! Go away!
Like, why did you want to eat this person's face? It looked
Seemed
good.
like a good idea at
It
the
looked
time.
good. My brain said do it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm on fucking crazy ass shit.
I mean, if you're dumb enough to do that type of shit, beware to suffer the
Well,
consequences.
that was before that we knew
Bath
that
salts
bad
can fuck you up.
sauce fuck you up and make you fucking want to eat people.
But bath salt, or the new drug crocodile. Or crocodile.
Crocodile.
Is it crocodile?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's spelled in some fucked up language where it's like people...
If you use it long enough, it's just a flesh-eating
Yeah.
drug.
But it's just like,
that heroin thing.
it's like heroin with
Heroin.
gasoline and kerosene
Oh,
and
yeah.
MEK and
Yeah,
fucking...
you lose. Like, yeah, I saw people that I actually watched a video of someone that was taking that stuff and they ended up losing their whole leg, and it was actually down to almost the bone and just muscle.
It's just like, what possesses people to be that fucking stupid? Now, I'm sure all of us here, I know myself, I've done some extremely dumb shit.
Yeah, but injecting yourself with petroleum, like, are you dumb enough to do that?
No.
All right.
So, well, because we know what it is.
Right. I mean, I've burned enough gas. I think I told one of you this story where I have a little like chimney. Yeah, I have a little chimney in my backyard, which if you don't know what that is, it's a fancy word for a fireplace with a chimney. I found that out like 2 years ago. I was so
It's
excited.
like a Mexican outdoor outdoor
Yeah,
fireplace.
it's like those things you find in Mexico.
Yeah,
Mexico
it's made but with
it's basically a cast iron.
no, it's not
Stove.
cast iron. It's
That's cast iron.
Oh, that one is.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was that
Yeah, but
ceramic.
in Mexico
No.
they're made out of that.
The ceramic, that
ceramic.
that orange ceramic shit.
Well,
clay.
at any rate,
Clay ceramic, yeah.
they have the flue, which is the vent, and I was burning some shit and I forgot to open up the flue, and I had like a half a cup of gas and I threw it
Isn't
in
it
there.
Fluke?
No,
Yeah.
it's a flue. Is
No,
it
it's a fluke.
It's a fluke.
fluke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning something new anyway. The fucking exhaust vent, the chimney part.
The part where the smoke comes out.
Yeah, that bit. I forgot to open that up, and my dumbass decides to take a lit piece of paper, and I'm sitting on a milk crate, like, maybe a foot in front of it, and I throw it in there. Now, while this is all conspiring, my neighbors are in the process of selling their house. And they have the window open, and I can hear them talking inside. And I knew it was the realtor, because, different car pulled. And this is all you hear. And I swear to God, there was like a 6-foot fireball that knocked me off the milk crate, and I was just laughing. That was fucking cool. And all I could picture is, my neighbors going, and the neighborhood's great. The neighbors are fantastic. Whoosh! Holy fucking shit, that was... We're not selling the house anytime soon, are we?
It's like Step Brothers. That one, like when they're not trying to sell the house.
It comes out dressed as the KKK member.
Yeah. And like across the street is a fucking
the
Nazi guy. It's like, hey Brendan, Zicker de Brit or whatever it's fuck.
The
Sprechen dick or whatever he says.
Sprechen dick.
Sprechen dick. One time when he's in there, he's got him wrapped up in a fucking shower curtain. He's like, he was so young. He was so young. Why?
Yeah, they cross the line on a lot of that shit.
Or when he's burying him alive, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm burying you, but I'm still alive. So?
You better not put your nutsack on my drum set.
John Bonham's playing Moby Dick for real.
That makes you
it's like,
gay.
were you just playing my drum set? No. Why you all sweaty? I was watching Cops. Cops isn't on until 4:30. It's 3 o'clock. So.
Reruns.
Yeah. Reruns, yeah.
Next topic.
We didn't have a topic.
We only got 3 minutes left of a half hour, so.
We can start singing Christmas carols.
Hallelujah.
The fuck was that?
I don't know. Christmas songs.
That was going along the lines of gospel again.
And Jimmy Craig Cohen and I don't care.
Okay, folk songs.
Don't point at me. I don't know. We are running out of things to say.
Well, we don't got much time. I mean, we could just be stupid.
It's what we've been doing for 27 minutes.
This fire here.
It smells like piss.
It does. It smells like piss-ridden wood.
The 70s piss and
I
fire.
could have pissed in this fire and it would have smelled better.
It's like burning asparagus.
It smells like the 70s.
It smells like puke from a mule ruminating on asparagus for 2 weeks.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick wrapped in burnt hair.
Smell like burnt hobo.
And cat hair.
To be honest, that new Anchorman wasn't that funny.
I didn't even take the time to watch it.
It had its moments. It wasn't that funny.
You know what was badass was the new Transformers.
I did watch that. I have it on Blu-ray.
Look out, we got a badass over
I got it for $4 from my
You and your Best Buy TV.
No,
Go
from my
yourself.
movie guy. I love my TV.
I love your TV.
Everybody loves my TV.
It's fucking 3D. It has 3 dimensions.
It's 3D capable.
Did your balls just retract back up into your body when you said that? It's 3D!
Yes. I'm gonna go play kickball. I'm gonna go masturbate.
And I just became a man.
Because we're men.
We're men in tights.
We
roam around the forest looking for
fights.
We're men, manly men. We're men in tights.
Is this really where we went to?
We run to the rich. Oh,
we're singing Robin Hood Men in Tights.
We're buff.
Again, another great Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks is one of the funniest motherfuckers around, to be honest. There's so many great movies that he's...
Can you just imagine if M. Night Shyamalan directed Men in Tights?
Okay.
It was like
what was the
6
movie
different
he made?
fights.
The Happening? Like,
Yeah.
that movie, even the trailer. Now, most of the time, you want your trailer to either be a cliffhanger or
Something
really
that
just
pulls you in.
exactly 100% intrigues you the whole time.
But it tells you
When
what's
people
wrong.
are falling from the sky and some fucker gets run over by a lawnmower, I'm sitting there like, that's another day in fucking, like, you know...
When you put a plot twist in the preview, it's dumb.
You just told
It's
me what
stupid.
you pretty much said. This is what's gonna happen in this movie, and that's about it.
Like, it's depressing. Or, you know, once
People
again,
are gonna die.
Signs,
Just so you know.
The Happening. What were some other movies he made?
But Signs was actually really fucked with me.
What's
as
the
a
one with
kid.
when they threw the kid the kids were being abducted from the town. It was like in the you can't really tell what the years was, maybe 1600s. Kids were getting red.
No. It'll come to me in about a week.
Yeah, little kids. All the kids were getting abducted by this like creature. Like the
Yeah,
wolf,
it was
the wolf thingy or whatever they thought it is. And then actually it was them sacrificing the kids.
Yeah, it was
The Village?
Yes.
The Village. That's it.
Red.
Well, because the monsters had the
stuff.
red cloaks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, that movie pissed me off. Like,
Yeah.
you're thinking it's back
M.
in the
Night
1600s.
Shyamalan plot twist. Like fucking, what's it called?
There's
That
brain
The
show.
blind girl
shit.
goes out and there's a fucking Ford F-150 riding across.
Right.
You're like, what
What
the
is
fuck?
this fucking, you know...
Yeah.
What is this
The
demon?
the very end of it was actually we were in that time.
It was in the middle of a forest preserve
Yeah.
that he actually owned, and then he built a village there. And then
Jonestown. Too soon. Nobody?
Nobody.
Okay. Well, I'll end this in a very copyrighted manner once I unlock my technological device.
I didn't have a problem with it. You did too.
Fuck you. And on that bombshell...
Yeah. Good night.